The latter are labeled as Jews only by their religion.
Only by their religion. Okay? So according to them, according to the former, according to the latter, them gutter rats, meaning the latter, they saying they Jews according to a religion. The Bible don't deal with religion. It deal with statute, laws, and commandments. Okay? This is what Koestler is laying down to you. Go ahead.
The former have acquired a national identity. The latter are labeled as Jews only by their religion, not by their nationality, not by their race. This, however, creates a tragic paradox between the Jewish religion, unlike Christianity, Buddhism, or Islam, implies membership of a historical nation, a chosen race.
Those right there implies membership, not like according to the Bible, okay? Not like according to the Bible. It's based off religion. Yeah. Go ahead.
This, however, creates a tragic paradox because the Jewish religion, unlike Christianity, Buddhism, or Islam, implies membership of a historical nation, a chosen race. All Jewish festivals commemorate events in national history. The Exodus from Egypt, the Maccabean revolt, the death of the oppressor Haman, the destruction of the temple. The Old Testament is first and foremost the narrative of a nation's history.
It's the narrative of a nation's history. And where is the history of Israel? In the Old Testament. So this is what he's laying down to you. The real Israelite history is in the Old Testament. They'll just gutter rat laying down to you. So he's basically telling you right there, the people that's over there calling themselves Jews, they not. Okay? It's not based on a nationality according to the Bible. Okay? And the history of the Israelites are in the Old Testament. Okay? Which they would tell you in these churches is done away with. Pure madness. Okay? Now we're going to jump back. I just wanted to get that out there. Now we're going to deal with this so I can mention all right, right there.
All right, this is on page 24. Kagan or Kagan, a title which the Khazar rulers too were subsequently to adopt. Kingdom.
Read that again.
Kagan, a title which the Khazar rulers too were subsequently to adopt.
Okay, so that was the names of the Khazarian rulers. Kagan. Okay, that was the name of the Khazarian rulers. Kagan. Okay, that's on page 24. Now the reason why I'm saying that is because you had a ruler by the name of Kagan Bullen who adopted it, Judaism, in 740 AD. Read what you got.
This is page 34. From the chronological point of view, the next event to be discussed should be the conversion of the Khazars to Judaism.
See, Judaism and the Talmud, one and the same. Judaism and the Talmud is one and the same. Okay? They had nothing to do with the Bible. Okay? That goes into Babylonian worship, and we read some of the excerpts out of there, out of Benjamin Freeman book, Facts of Facts. And we read some of the excerpts about it last week to prove to you that according to their Talmud, they are against the King James Bible. Okay? Read that again.
From the chronological point of view, the next event to be discussed should be the conversion of the Khazars to Judaism.
Which they're really not Khazars, they're really Amalekites. That's their biblical nationality. They're really Amalekites. Okay, go ahead.
From the chronological point of view, the next event to be discussed should be the conversion of the Khazars to Judaism around 740 AD.
So they converted to Judaism around 740 AD because you had a lot of the Arabs coming into power. Then you had the Byzantine Empire in power, and Kagan Bullitt was trying to decide. Well, they was giving him an ultimatum on what he was going to do, and he wanted to clean up his people. So he chose Judaism, which goes back to the Talmud, which is Babylonian worship. Okay, that's what he done. Okay, it had nothing to do with the Bible, and that's what they practice over there. Them gutter rats over there, they practice it. Now, if you run across a gutter rat, a so-called Jew, then he gonna quote scriptures to deceive you. Okay, but he really believe in the Talmud.
All right, this is on
highlight.
This is on page 38. Verse 38. They behave like donkeys.
They behave like donkeys. Go ahead.
They have lost their way. They have no religion which would link them to God, nor are they guided by reason. They do not worship anything. Instead, they call their headmen lords. Their women wear no veils in the presence of their men or strangers, nor do the women cover any parts of their bodies in the presence of people.
All right, it's them gutter rats before they converted to Judaism. Okay, them so-called Jews. Okay, go ahead.
One day we stayed at the place of the Gahuz and were sitting around. His wife was also present. As we conversed, the woman uncovered her private parts and scratched them. And we all saw it. Thereupon we covered our faces and said, "May God forgive me." The husband laughed and said to the interpreter, "Tell them we uncover it in your presence so that you may see and restrain yourselves. But it cannot be attained. This is better than when it is covered up and yet attainable. As for homosexuality, which in Arab countries was taken as a matter of course, even Fadaland says that it is regarded by the Turks as a terrible sin. But in the only episode he relates to prove his point, the seducer of a beardless youth gets away with a fine of 400 sheep.
Yeah, so they can be homosexuals. See that? All he did is a fine of 400 sheep. See? Go ahead. That's why they have Pink City in Tel Aviv. Because they're in agreements with being homosexual. That's why the gutter rats who run the world, that's why they're pushing out that vibration of homosexual, because they in agreements with it. They don't have no problem with it. Okay? They don't have no problem with it.
Accustomed to the splendid baths of Baghdad, our traveler could not get over the dirtiness of the Turks.
Huh? Go ahead.
The goods do not wash themselves after defecating.
All right, that's a tribe. That's a tribe. Right? That's a tribe within them Khazars. Okay? Go ahead.
The goods do not wash themselves after defecating or urinating, nor do they bathe after seminal pollution or on other occasions. They refuse to have anything to do with water, particularly in winter.
It's too cold to take a bath.
When the goods commander-in-chief took off his luxurious coat of brocade to don a new coat the mission had brought him, they saw that his underclothes were fraying apart from dirt. For it is For it is their custom never to take off the garment they wear close to their bodies until it disintegrates.
All right, that's them, man. That's some stinking ass gutter rats, man. See? And it trickled down to the other. And it trickled down to the other Edomites. But these Edomites, when they go in the bathroom, they don't wash their hands. They nasty, man.
Wake up, don't brush the teeth.
All right, then them women, man, they can get off from work and put on fresh clothes like they just went in there and took a bath and go right out the party. That's nasty, man.
So they don't be washed out the
Filthy. Nasty.
Seminal. Yeah.
Yeah, after sex, man. Nasty. The scriptures say you unclean when you have sex. When you have sex, you're supposed to wash yourself because you unclean for a period of time. You see? Matter of fact, if you want to get that,
bring that out.
you know where it's at.
Yeah. This is Leviticus 15:1. It says, go into the discharge. Verse 3, started to speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, when any man have a running issue out of his flesh, because he have an issue, he is unclean. And this shall be the uncleanness of his,
All right, start at 16.
Verse 16.
Yeah, read there, start at 16.
It says, and if any man, Leviticus 15:16, and if any man's seed of copulation go out from him, then he shall wash all his flesh in water and be unclean unto the eve.
Go ahead.
And every garment and every skin whereon is that seed of copulation shall be washed with water and be unclean unto the evening. The woman also whom the man shall lie with the seed of copulation, they shall both bathe themselves in water and be unclean unto the evening.
So there you go, man. That's the law. Hey, man, them gutter rats, man, they nasty, man. Go ahead. So when you have sex with your old lady, man, you don't supposed to lay up in there overnight and let it be. No, after you have sex, you're supposed to get up and take a bath, man.
Change the sheets.
Change the sheets, clean your house up, man. Supposed to lay around like that. That's filthy. Go ahead.
When the God's commander-in-chief took off his luxurious coat of brocade to don a new coat the mission had brought him, they saw that his underclothes were fraying apart from dirt, for it is their custom never to take off the garment they wear close to their bodies until it disintegrates.
Yeah, until it disintegrates. They're just keeping their undergarments on until it disintegrates, man. Filthy. All right, that's the history of the so-called white people, man. Them fake Jews, man. Go ahead. This is a so-called Jew telling on his own people. Go ahead.
Another Turkish tribe, the Bashkirs, shave their beards and eat their lice.
They eat their lice. Go ahead.
They search the folds of their undergarments and crack the lice with their teeth.
Go ahead.
When Aban Fadlin watched a Bashkir do this, the latter remarked to him, "They are delicious."
They are delicious.
That was the Edomites said. Okay? That was the Edomites. Hey, man, you look at them today, the Most High raised them up out of their condition and put them over us, man. As a nation of people, man. Look how low they was, man.
That's right.
They'll never make a movie about that. God. They want to keep that swept up under the rug. Go ahead.
They are delicious.
God.
All right. That's their page. right, that's that one. Now, this another record. This another account. Hey. This another account. You gonna get it? All right, this on page 23. Right?
It says, Lost Tribes and Promised Lands, Ronald Sanders, page 23.
This is another account about these Edomites, about them so-called Jews.
It says, during the reign of Abder Ramah III, word reached the court of Cordova that the existence of the nomadic people of Central Asia, steeps called Khazars, whose kings and upper class had been converted to Judaism some 200 years before, under circumstances that remain obscure. The Caliph's first minister, Hasadai Abin Shabrut, a Jew, responded to the news by writing an excited letter to the Khazar king. Since the first reports of the Jewish Khazars had not mentioned the fact that they were converts, Hasdai thought that they might be descendants from the lost tribes. In writing the complex diplomatic measure he planned to take in order to get his letter conveyed across the world, he explained that he was doing all this in order to know the truth, whether the Israelites exiled anywhere, everywhere from one independent kingdom, and are not subject to any foreign ruler.
So what had happened was you had Israelites get wind about Khazars being in the mountains, and they thought they was Israelites. Okay, so watch what he say when he find out.
I could learn that this was the case, then despising all my glory, abandoning my high estate, leaving my family, I would go over mountains and hills, through seas and lands, till I should arrive to the place where my lord, the Khazar king, resides.
Yeah, because he think he's an Israelite. Okay, go ahead.
It says, that I might see not only his glory and magnificence, in that his servants administers, but also the tranquility of the Israelites. On beholding this, my eyes would brighten, my reins will exult, my lips would pour forth praise to God. It says, who has not withdrawn his favor from his afflicted ones? Hasdai later learned the truth about the origin of the Jewish Khazar.
He learned the truth